What's up, brothers and sisters? Let me ask you guys a question. When did the term simp become mainstream? All right. This is from Captain Simp, Incel, Uncle Tom, all the derogatory things niggas try to say, right? But let me ask you something. I don't talk to no one, but let me ask you something. When did simp become a terminology used by men? Ask yourself, is that trigonometry 101 right there? Should that not be a female's vocabulary term? And when did it get adopted by males? Now let's take a look at our culture and the confusion of the alphabet agencies. You know what I'm saying? Fuck 12, double entendre. Right? And then this term is adopted. MGTOW comes around or whatever. Right? And it becomes a worldwide term in terms of individuals being a simp. Which I haven't looked up the word necessarily, but it sounds like an individual. It sounds like a dude that pretty much likes a female. Like when you watch them 90s movies and what have you. You know what I'm saying? Back in the teenager years, when you really liked a girl or whatever, you say what's up to them. All of a sudden now that's simping. All dead everything. All black everything. Huh? You give somebody a compliment. You give credit where it's due. You give them props. It's dick riding. Confusion. Right? Now, in such terms, there is in such where people take things too far and it's like, whoa. All right? But at the same time, all these terms, simp, dick riding, how it's been overused as mainstream commonality in society, would that have an effect on relationships? How many of these young teens feel embarrassed about talking to a female simply for being called a simp amongst their peers, when they should be focusing on not only school, but I mean, essentially in this avenue, getting a girlfriend, eventually having kids one day. And we've turned our culture into pimps and hoes that deal with the same confusion. Look at how viral this situation is. All right. I'm all about men's rights. All right. I think it's good that men come together and talk and express their concerns and what have you. But like I said, for mainstream audiences, simp and all these other terms in situations like that, in the many ways that I've seen this word misused, the individual oftentimes was in question using that term. All right. That had nothing going on and it's all dead everything, kill everything around me. Agenda 21. All right. The depopulation agenda. The legalization of certain things and all machinations and marketing and advertisements surrounding certain markets all pertain to one avenue of mind. And this thing has become mainstream as well. And society has seen to go along with it. And this has shown me how fragile these strong people are in their reputation. That they break over a term, but under development for a child, this is exceedingly toxic. And two, this is exceedingly so without natural affection as written in scripture. All right. To try to defame or demoralize, a heterosexual male. All right. That has an interest in a female and all these derogatory terms being misallocated into mainstream. All right. Then it became, pretty much cops and robbers between males and females in the mainstream. And just like all this started with makeup to breakup songs in the mid 90s, the late mid 90s. All right. All of these things has been degradation, all dead, everything pertaining to relationships, affection that is natural, or any intimacy that an individual would have with the opposite sex, from music, entertainment, all the way down. And if you were speaking the truth and you keeping it real and being live and everything like that, the niggas want to call you Uncle Tom or Simp or some shit like that. But let me ask you this. What interest do you have in me? Those who call me simps of my same sex. It's pretty intricate and a slippery slope that you would be interested in. Things which are not known because I think my last girlfriend was 4 years ago. But the fact of the matter is that interest surrounding another man's affection whatsoever is intricate. Considering. Peace and blessings be with you all. Consider these terms and what we widely use in society today in terms to communicate, and how much of it is positive anymore.